Hey, it's Sue. Welcome to the Lenormand lovers. I'm so happy that you're here and that you have an interest in learning how to read Lenormand cards. They're my favorite. So I'm going to let me share my screen with you and we'll get started. Today, we are going to talk about two card combinations. So one of the great things about learning how to read Lenormand cards is that they help you connect with your intuition. So let's get started. So what are Lenormand cards? We covered this. I'll go through it pretty quickly. So they're named after Mademoiselle Lenormand. She was a French professional fortune teller who lived back during the time of Napoleon. She was considered the greatest cartomancer of all time, highly influential in the wave of French cartomancy that began during the 18th century. She didn't create the cards, but she became famous for using them with her clients. This is a very simple deck, 36 cards, illustrated, fairly concrete, literal meanings, and they're known as Petite Lenormand. As with all fortune-telling vehicles, these are to be used for fun and for a form of entertainment and to not rule your lives. We're all born with free will that we need to exercise when making decisions daily. So why Lenormand cards? They're very straightforward. Each symbol represents something, an object, a person, idea that speaks directly to each one of us. We use our own personal symbol vocabulary or spirit vocabulary to tell the story that shows up in the cards. If I was to mention to you, let's say flowers, you immediately have a picture in your head, not only of what flowers look like, but what flowers mean for you. And that's where we pull our spirit vocabulary. So there's only 36 cards that are anchored in simplicity, making the foundation work to prepare to read the Lenormand cards easy to grasp. The deck is very small and easy to hold in your hand, like a deck of cards, which we like. So the benefits of reading Lenormand. Working with the Lenormand cards will strengthen your connection to your intuition. Being so easy to read, Lenormand cards will strengthen your confidence in your reading skills very quickly. They can show you the direction you're heading in any situation at any time, and it's up to you to decide if you want to stay the course or change your energy and move in a different direction. The cards serve as a messenger from your higher consciousness. All the answers that you seek to any situation already lie within you. You just have to tap in to your intuition to hear the message and the answer. These cards are eerily accurate and can give a glimpse of your future, helping you to prepare and manage your life. So the resources, I use two different kinds of cards. I use the Learning Way Lenormand. I love them. They're just so beautiful. And I use the Blue Owl. They're very, very simple, kind of old-fashioned, easy to read. And this is a must-have, the Essential Lenormand book by Rana George. This is it's just broken out so beautifully. Each card gets 2 or 3 pages that talks about a very extensive meanings, but you don't need to memorize them, because what really is important to tap into your intuition is what that symbol means to you, because it'll show up for you in a way that you will understand without having to strain your brain to remember. All of these things are available on Amazon. I studied under a very talented teacher for several years here in St. Louis, building my reading skills. This led to my reading for the public in 2017. From all of this that I'm going to tell you, choose what speaks to you and leave the rest. So some decks, I also want to point out, come with extra cards. They might have extra people cards, like a young man versus an old man, or a young woman versus an old woman. I have a deck that has a couple of different versions of the birds. Might be owls on one card, might be little parakeets on another. I have a deck that actually has like a bonus card. I'm not sure what that's for. So again, I would start with the basic 36 cards as you learn how to read them and interpret the symbols. So I've done some previous videos. The first one was all about building your spirit vocabulary, choosing one word meanings for each cards. So if you haven't watched that first yet, I would go back and watch that. There are no set rules, and practice is key to your experience. So Two card combinations. So Lenormand cards are read in pairs of two, coming together to create a prediction that tells the story or answers the question that's asked. The symbols flow together to give clarity about the past and to give you a glimpse of the future. Combining cards helps us blend the story of the cards, and stringing the cards together is what makes a coherent statement. So one of the Lenormand reading formats uses all 36 cards, but you don't read all 36 cards. You read them two at a time together, depending on where they are in the reading. So learning how to read the two card combinations is fundamental to building your foundation for reading Lenormand cards. All right, so you're going to use your spirit vocabulary. So you're going to look at the very first card as the subject in a two card reading, and the second card as the description that modifies it. Or the first card is the noun and the second card is the adjective. So I had to, get refreshed on what the meanings of all this was, because I'm not an English teacher. But a noun is a word that identifies a class of people, a place, or a thing. And the adjective is a word or phrase related to the noun that modifies it or describes it. So it's really not as hard as it sounds. Anyway, here we go. Two card combinations. In this video, we're going to do two card combinations using the tree, card number 5. So for me, tree is health, and sometimes it's also spirituality. Shamanic things, communing with spirit. Trees are pretty magical, so all along those lines. Trees can also signify a time period. It's very slow growing. You can't look out the window and see every day how much a tree has grown. You can only look year after year after year to see the growth. So it can also mean time. So we're going to start using the two card combinations, starting with Rider. So we have Rider and health, or news and health. So this could be, so easy one is health news or a diagnosis. Oh. Then we have lucky, so just good news about our health. So good news about health. Trip, journey, health. So the easy thing would be to say taking a journey related to your health. But remember, the ship can also be a vehicle. This could possibly be an ambulance. But I'm going to put trip related to health. So maybe it's just a trip to reduce your stress. So again, you have to feel into it to see what it is for that person. All right, so house, foundation, and tree, healthy. So it could be a healthy home. It could be home health care. People are aging in place. All right, clouds is confusion. You can't quite see. So I'm going to say unclear diagnosis. Then we have the snake, which is danger and health. So maybe you've been misdiagnosed. Hard to spell. Thank God for spell check. I don't have that. Okay, so we'll leave that there, but that would be a misdiagnosis. Then we have health and ending. So this could quite literally mean a death. Or it could mean the end to your health issues. But generally, and I like to read the positive way, but usually coffin is painful endings. But I never tell anyone they're going to die. That would not be good. And that did come up in a reading where I said, there's somebody who is very ill. Would you know who that is? And they said, yes, I have stage 4 cancer. I'm like, oh, really? I would never say, "Ah, you're going to die." So anyway, now we have bouquet, which is a gift. And so we could say the gift of health, or just good health. Now, with the side, it's sharp and fast. So it could be an illness comes upon you quickly, or it could mean surgery. All right, whip, which is repetition or angry or arguments. So it could be a very intense discussion about your health. It could be health issues related to your anger, so anger management issues, or it could just be a repeat health issue. So maybe you got a cold again. Birds is about talking. It's also about gossip. So gossip can hurt your health, but this feels more like two people discussing health. So it could be, talking with your doctor about what's going on. Now we have the child. So that's new or small. So it could be a small illness, it could be a new illness, or it could even be an ill child. Have to look at the situation. So now we have the fox. The fox is sneaky, can also be work related to health. You could be a health worker, or again, you could have something wrong with you that you're not aware of, something that's sneaking up on you. So I'm going to put in health worker. Now we have business, the bear. So financial health too. So the bear can be finances. The bear can also be diet, which is really interesting. You have to dig into that to see why they would say that. But so this could be health-based business. This could be your financial health. Now we have wishes and dreams. So healthy or wishing for good health, I would say good health. Now we have the stork, which is transition. So I would say there's going to be a change to your health or their health, whoever you're reading for. Health is changing for the good, for the bad, depends on what's around it. Now we have the loyal friend, the dog, and health. So this could be a friend being ill, but a friend's health. We have the tower, which is multi-level. It can also mean the government, insurance. So this could be health insurance. This could be being isolated because of your health. You're in isolation. This could be, again, maybe you're a doctor, you're working in a hospital. So this would be, so health, worker, health insurance. I'll even put doctor. Now we have the tree and the garden. So the garden is a social group. It could also just be being out in the backyard, in nature, being in nature. Since those are both nature things, I'm going to say that, being in nature. We have health and the mountain. Mountain is delays and obstacles. So I'm going to say there's problems with your health. So the tree and crossroads. Crossroads is choices. So you have to make some decisions about health. This could be as simple as, it's that time of year, we fill out our insurance. What is it that we want to sign up for? So it doesn't necessarily mean you're deciding, are you going to amputate your leg or live with gangrene? So again, it depends on what's around it. Now we have the mice, which is diminishing or stress. So I would say falling ill. Now we have the heart for love and health. I'm going to just say this is good health. Now we have commitment, the ring, commitment or health. Commitment can also be contracts. I'm going to say this is health insurance. Now we have the book with health. So a book is secret knowledge or a project. So it could also be, I was going to say writing things down, but that would be the next one. So this would be what you don't know about your health. Now we have health and written communication. So this can be a prescription. This could be a food journal, writing things down for your health, or this could be a diagnosis. Then we have the man in health. So this could be an ill man, could be a doctor. So this that woman could be an ill woman, could also be the doctor. I spelled it wrong. Now we have peace and tranquility, or long, slow and steady growth. So I'm going to say long-term health. So now we have sun, which is success and health. So this could be a bunch of different things. This could be successful journey. So maybe you've been really ill and you've gone through a protocol and the protocol's been successful. So I'm going to say good health. A lot of this comes up when you're talking to your client, when you're reading to them. So tell me about your health. Looks like things are really good. Has it always been that way? Has there been something that you've overcome? That kind of thing. So now we have the moon, which is emotions, it's psychic, it's nighttime. So emotional health. So this would be mental health. Key is solutions. So again, you in talking to your client, so what's going on with your health? What have you been trying? Well, I just lost a bunch of weight. So that would be a healthy solution. So solutions to health issues. Long story short, good health. So health and resources. A lot of times the fish is about money. So I'm going to say this is financial health. Anchor is about security, feeling safe. So again, I'm going to say financial health. Feeling safe. And then we have the cross and health. So it's something, a health concern that's been going on for a while. Alrighty, if you're going to be joining me on the next video, you can stop right now. But if you're stopping at this point, I'm going to just walk you through a couple other things. So I'm not going to do each combination today. We're going to come back and do each card in a separate video. Or you can complete all of the cards on your own because you have the paperwork to do so, the handouts. My gift to you will be a full combination list for each of the 2 card combinations. However, you'll have more success if you use your spirit vocabulary rather than mine to complete the worksheets. But if you'd like my list, the link is in the description below. I'm going to be creating more classes on how to read 3-card spread, 5-card spreads, a portrait spread, and eventually grand tableau. In the meantime, if you have any questions, I'd love to help. Drop me an email at sue@piedpiperofpurpose.com. I won't analyze your reading, but I'll help you if you're stuck. And in the meantime, I'm super proud of you for working through this. This is really a gift. Reading cards is not hard. All of it lies within you, and it's all about your spirit vocabulary and how you combine them together. So this is really important foundational work. I'm really glad that you joined me today, and I can't wait for us to work on the next card combination. All right, take care.